we're pleased with our start to the 2019 NCAA tournament. Landon did exactly what we had hoped that he would do. Unfortunately, we had a misplay there in the first inning, fell behind, but I was just really proud of our guys, the way we came back in the first inning. Saul Garza, obviously, with that huge 3-run double that he placed perfectly inside the first baseline, just like you pictured he would. And then Brant Broussard came through with a clutch hit and gave us the good lead. And what I was really proud about our guys is we just didn't let up. Every inning we went up there and had terrific at-bats and had some clutch hits. We didn't get a lot of hits. We only had 10 hits, same amount as Stony Brook. But our hits really came in the clutch situations. The 3-run double by Garza and the 3-run home run by our #1 power hitter, Brant Broussard. We were able to put up some crooked numbers, and this guy sitting next to me, I'm so proud of him. I can't tell you how proud I am of him to tie the all-time hit record of the great Eddie Furness. I'm sure Eddie is watching in Natchitoches, Texas, and very proud of Antoine as well. I count myself as the lucky one to have seen every one of them, every one of those hits. So hopefully he's got lots more in him. But anyway, it was a great win for us. Southern Miss looked tremendous this afternoon, so we know tomorrow night is going to be just a real dogfight, a great ball game, and we're all excited about it.
We'll take questions for the student athletes now, please. Right in the front.
I guess, Landon, what was your game plan going into the game? It seemed like you just were trying to throw a lot of strikes and try to get as many quick outs as you could.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it, man. Just fill up the strike zone, give our team a chance to win. Our offense gave us put up a lot of runs, and I was just trying to go as deep as I could. And that's really it, man.
Over here.
Antoine, how good was it just to get it out of the way in the first game and not have it hanging over your head for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, it was nice to get out the way, and at the same time, even these past couple of days, I haven't really been, thinking about it too much. Obviously, it's in the back of my mind, but, when I get in the box, I'm thinking about, competing and, getting the job done for the team.
In the back.
What did that specific moment feel like? Just the helmet off, you tipped the crowd. What was that like for you personally?
It was great. I was fortunate enough to, have a ton of people in the stands today for the, obviously since it's a regional game at home. But, it was just a special moment. I'm glad that, I had family, friends, teammates, and my coaches to be here to, witness it.
Back here in the front.
Hey, Brant, when was the last time you hit a home run?
This summer was the last time.
Is that BP included?
BP, oh yeah, no fly balls in BP.
I'll be watching hard tomorrow.
Did you have one what was your last one in high school?
Oh, I didn't hit any in high school, hit 2 in junior college and 2 this past summer, and that was it for my whole life.
Brent, what was a pitch? Was it like a mistake that you actually hit it in the air, or did it just kind of?
Yeah, it was just a changeup that the guy kind of left up, and I was a little out front of it and got it elevated, and I guess there's a little breeze, must have been out to left, and snuck out of it.
You said just yesterday when you switched to lighter bat, you sacrificed a little bit of power that you had. Could you believe as it kept going that it was going to end up in the stands?
Yeah, I mean, that's ironic too. Guys were messing with me yesterday that I was going to be one of the only players to ever play here that didn't hit a home run. Yeah, and then I told you yesterday, sacrificing a little power, but as it kept going, I just was like, well, that might actually make it out of here. It snuck out.
Over here to your left.
Antoine, what were your thoughts when you saw him open up with a shift defensively?
Well, the first hit that I got today, I hit it, in the hardest part, hit a ball through the infield, and Coach Mary got on me and said, I'm so hard-headed for not just taking that hit in the 6 hole. So those next 2 at-bats, I had that in the back of my mind, and I was just trying to look for a pitch I could, push over there, and luckily I got him those 2 at-bats. So, yeah, I was definitely thinking about that.
In the front.
Antoine, Paul talked a lot about making sure you guys don't take this game lightly. I mean, just what was kind of the message and the mindset of the team going into this?
Yeah, just like you said, I think it's hard, and it's kind of a weird thing for the postseason to, you want to be hyped up and you want to play your best, but at the same time you want to, not try too hard and be relaxed, whatever. So just finding that balance of being, loose confidence, but also, revved up and ready to go. So, obviously we didn't take them lightly today. I think they're a good team, and we have a tough challenge tomorrow.
Over here.
Antoine, what was the dugout's reaction to France? Home run? Is there some surprise in there as well?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it was a good day to hit that ball. So, he got that ball elevated, and I think, it doesn't look like he was trying to do it, but, he put a good swing on the ball and went out for him.
Go ahead.
Brett, just like the last couple of weeks, it seems like you've kind of been finding a little bit of a groove offensively. Is there anything that's kind of working well for you specifically right now?
Yeah, I mean, besides switching the bat, just really taking a focus every swing in BP, just keep off the air, line drives, hard ground balls, really try to stay through the middle, and just that approach every day, along with changing bat sizes, I think that's been it.
In the back.
Jorge, is that kind of the payoff of baseball, the ups, the downs, hang in there, and you get a 3-run home run, a regional, packed out?
Yeah, it's just that's baseball. You gotta you gotta try to stay confident, even though things aren't going how you hope they would, and just come every day, prepare the same way, and don't give up on it, and just wait for things to turn around.
Landon, you went back to the mound in the second inning with a 5-1 lead. How did that feel? I think it was the biggest lead you've had this year, that early to the point.
Yeah, at that point, just fill up the strike zone, it's really it, man, just go and fill the strike zone. It feels good to have a good lead like that. At Auburn, last 2 times I've placed Auburn, been tight games, 7th inning in Hoover. I come out down 1, but, offenses, they would have my back today and kept us in the ball game.
In the back.
Coach, you mentioned that you already expect tomorrow to be a dogfight. Whatever scouting you've been able to do so far on Southern Miss, just initial impressions?
We'll let Coach answer that, but then we're going to check and see if there's any more questions for the student athletes so we can release them. But go ahead, Coach.
Well, I got to watch most of the game today. I haven't watched Southern Miss throughout the year. I pay a little attention because I had Matt Wallner last summer with the USA team for first 7 days or so, and he's a wonderful young man, and I really like Scott Berry, their coach. So I just kind of watch him from a distance. But today, they really stood out to me as far as how tough their at-bats were. I know they had the big inning, but really throughout the game, they were tough, gritty hitters, and the kid that threw for him started the game was a real emotional, competitive kid, and I'm sure that the pitcher we'll face tomorrow, who's been their number 1 all year. Did they announce their starting pitcher?
No.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that they'll pitch a number 1 guy tomorrow. So, listen, that Southern Miss has a great program, and it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us. We'll be the visiting team tomorrow, and it's going to be as tough a game as we'll have faced all year. It'll feel like an SEC game tomorrow.
Make sure we have any more questions for the student athletes. Go ahead, in the back.
Antoine, as a veteran, you kind of spoke to, but games like tonight are kind of the exception, not the norm, right? I mean, you expecting kind of dog fights from this point forward, starting tomorrow night?
Yeah, definitely. And, we've kind of been in it in a different type of way. During the season, it seemed like towards the end of the SEC, every weekend we were fighting to, maintain that spot or, move up in the rankings to hopefully be a regional host. Then we get to the SEC tournament and we're trying to, continue to move up in the rankings and hopefully be a regional host or whatever. So, in a different sense, we've played tough games and hard-fought games. This will just be a little bit of a different environment tomorrow.
Anything else for the student athletes before we release them? Okay, guys, we'll go ahead and let